Out of time. I thank all of you for joining me on the telecast. There's some breaking development coming in from Manipur. We're getting to know that the CRPF have come. There are 12 armed men who were killed near Jiribam. The identity of the deceased attackers is yet to be confirmed. One CRPF Jawan lost his life during the operation, and reports indicate injuries amongst the civilians as well. This incident comes in the wake of the heightened violence in Jiribam, where 7 houses were set ablaze. Security forces are continuing their operations to restore order in the region, while investigations are underway to ascertain the identity and the motives of the attackers. Nibir Teka on the telecast with me. Nibir, give us details about these 12 people that are reportedly dead in Jiribam in Manipur.
This is one of the biggest escalation of violence since we have seen for some time now, and as you know that in Jiribam we saw how 7-8 houses were set ablaze 2 days back, and one lady was killed. And today, in another escalation, CRPF had an encounter with gunmen, and as a result of which 11 armed men have died in that clash. And we are getting to know, as per preliminary reports, that one CRPF Jawan has also succumbed to the injuries. This is a major incident in Jiribam, which is a very vulnerable area due to the proximity of the Meitei and the Kuki communities, and this has led to a lot of flare-ups earlier as well. And today, the CRPF, in an encounter with the armed men, led to the loss of 12 men.
Right, absolutely. These 12 men that have been killed, you're talking about, in addition to it, is there one CRPF Jawan who has lost his life in the operation that was conducted? And is there any identification that has now been revealed by the armed forces? Who are these 12 armed men? Can they be termed as militants or terrorists, or do they belong to one community or the other?
Well, as we speak, the operation is still going on. This area is very tense is in Jiribam, so it is very difficult to find out the identity of the 11 armed men who had lost their life. However, this area has seen its fair share of violence previously, and there are people there heavily equipped with arms, which has led to escalation further. There was a combing operation going on. There were operations going on by the central forces in that area following the escalation of violence. And we are getting to know, as per preliminary information, that in one of these operations there was an encounter which led to the firing between the CRPF and the armed men, which led to the loss of lives of 11 armed men and 1 CRPF.
Okay.
And also civilians have also
been
injured.
Has there been any statement that has been issued by the CRPF?
So far, there has not been any confirmation done as per the identity of the person who has lost life. These are very fresh. This is a very fresh incident. That there is still hostility in the ground as far as recovering of more bodies or any such measures done to identify. The situation is very tense, but we will soon be able to get to know about the identity and also the intent of the armed men, as well as the identity of the CRPF personnel.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Nibir, for giving us those details. On that note, I slip into a short break. Thanks for watching NewsX.